So here we are, pulling out of a 5-day job here up in New London or Sunapee, New Hampshire. And I wanted to take you for a walk. Come for a walk with me. We've been doing some cool work here, and we're loaded up the Thomas this morning, taking that to a new location. But I wanted to walk through in this morning light and show you folks what we've done. We took some firewood off of this property, and one of the neighbors burns wood, so they're going to come and grab this firewood. But this is a treescaping job we've been working on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you into a access road that we opened up so that we could get the chipper in and out. As you come down this road, you can kind of see that typical New England fashion, the trees grow right up underneath the power lines, right up to the edge of the road. See if I can not get run over. But here, hidden in the edge of the forest, is this right-of-way. We laid a little bit of chip down on it, soak up some of the water and fill in the ruts. What we have on this property is a spruce forest that was growing up in here. You can see little spruce trees, 12 to 25 feet high. And then the maples and birches took root, and they outpaced them. And so if you look up in here, there's a maple and beech and birch canopy in this mid-level. And what it did is it shaded out most of the little spruce trees. And over time, it killed them all. They all blew over, they all fell over. And they all got dry rot, and they look a lot like this. They lose all their bark, and they get dry rot. You can see there's a little bit of wood there, but this is all decomposing. The core's wet. They end up hollow. The ants get into the root systems, and they get like this. So this is some wood that we decided not to throw in the chipper. We're going to use that to to edge the trails eventually. So that's just a little bit for later. But what we did is we went through and we took out all the dead stuff within 30 feet of both sides of the trail. And then we chipped it into the mini truck and used the mini truck to pave the trail. We raked the chips out of the back of the truck and dumped it a little bit at a time and made this beautiful walking path. When we first came in here in the mornings, there was no sunlight touching the forest floor at all. It was completely dark. And now we get some mottled sunlight coming through. Next year, when we come back, our goal is that we're going to take out some of this mid-level canopy of beech, maple, and birch. And we're going to try to space those trees a little bit better. And the goal for this property is to get enough sunlight back onto the forest floor that when the spruces that are left create cones and drop their cones, get some seedlings to start back up. And then we're going to try to keep the canopy open enough that we can restore the soft spruce forest in here. This is not a Home Depot special. This is not the kind of tree work where you come in and remove a tree. This is decades of work to create this type of environment. So you can see we've done a little bit of cleanup in the first 10-15 feet here, and then the rest of it has all the dead debris in it. We're leaving a lot of stuff on the forest floor for mushroom growth, and we're leaving dead snags. Like that guy right there is actually dead. We're going to be leaving dead snags that aren't leaning toward the trail, so that we have some wildlife refuge, ants, woodpeckers, nesting areas and stuff like that. So we're not trying to clean the forest and make it sterile, but we do want to make it accessible. So we'll continue to the end here. So we stopped here this year. I have kind of a decision to make, whether we're going to turn the trail up this way and go that way, or whether we're going to go kind of more through here. And we'll make that decision next year. But I wanted to go for a walk and share this special sunlight with you this morning. This was an impenetrable forest, and now it's starting to feel like home. The people just that live here just celebrated their 42nd wedding anniversary, and they sent me a message on their anniversary and said, "This is the best anniversary present you could ever have given us." You know, access to their property. I'm super excited to get back here. They said, we would love to be able to hire you for a month, but we can't afford it, so we'll have to wait till next year. So we'll do another 5 days next year. I'll show you another special spot. So right in here, there's a, so I don't know if it's going to show up on film, but there's kind of a flat spot right here. And you can kind of see all the debris that's down. All the spruce trees fell over. There's some birch, there's some maple, there's a couple ash in there actually that are still alive and doing well. The guy that lives here is a meditator, and we're going to leave some of the fallen stuff that has beautiful moss on it already, but we're going to clean up a lot of this and put in a little meditation spot for him on this flat spot. And of course we left some crazy looking stuff. We didn't try to civilize it too much. You know, we've got this weirdo maple. So this is where we came in from the street. We walked this way. I'm just going to turn around and show you how beautiful it looks as a kind of a yellow brick road path in the forest. And then we'll walk this way. On the other side of the house, we did some work last year. And I'll give you a tour of that as well, as long as we're making a nice long morning meditation video. When we first got here, the trees were growing all up on the side of the house. They had to have their roof replaced. Same thing on the other side. And we've been able to just take out deadwood and thin without impacting the live trees. We'll do one more little woods walk. I want to see a new trail. So from the street, that's their driveway. And just off the edge of the driveway, there's this little trail. It's not too wide, but I can back the truck and chipper back in here. And we were able to save, little guys like this. And we have little saplings coming up all along in here. This is the kind of regen that I want to foster in the other side of the property. See these little guys in here. So this is the trail that we worked on last year. We were able to pave a little bit more of it with chips using the mini truck. So starting here, we have fresh chips this year. Wow, is that just gorgeous? So the house is right there. Can't quite see it in the sun, but I mean, we're a stone's throw from the house, but yet it's still this gorgeous, wild forest with a path, a magical path running right through it. So this is the end of where we got this year. And what I'm hoping to do next year is we're going to have a trail that goes out here onto the lawn for sure. But then I also kind of feel like we can go down here and connect to the other trail and to make a large loop around their property. So this goes right out to the lawn. And the house. So we'll go back right in here. It really is a privilege to work on a place like this and create something like this that is so beloved by the homeowner. It's nice to know how much they appreciate and enjoy it throughout the course of the year. So this is a little enclave of spruce trees. What a great way to start the day before I move on to more projects. I think I'll just push through here. You can walk through here with me. There's lots of little baby guys. There's beautiful moss growing in here. And we'll just walk through, back out to the truck. So these will self-thin. Like I left a bunch of them in here. They all have a little bit of green that are left. I only took out the dead ones. And over the years, we'll just continue taking out the dead ones as we go. There are some poplar trees up there that we want to get rid of so that the poplars don't reseed in here. It's like a bonsai forest. So if you've hung around this long to see the end of the video, thank you for walking with me. Thank you for letting me show you the passion, the results of the passion that I have for doing treescaping work. It's as much spiritual as it is physical, and there's a lot of decisions to be made about what to pick up, what to cut, what to chip, where to go, and there's a lot of conversations with the homeowner about how they would like to see their property. So you balance all the different inputs between the equipment and the saws and the trees, and eventually you come up with a plan. So thanks for checking out the results of my work. I hope wherever you are, you're safe and you have a beautiful day. Signing off from the trees.